So one of the things that I enjoy the most is going on YouTube or Pinterest to find new people to get to know. I like to go to their blog if they have one and read their posts. I like to see what type of blog they have. Is it motivational? Is it encouraging? Is it funny? Is it entertaining? Do they sell products? Do they have an email list? I just want to get to know these bloggers. How long have they been blogging? What are they blogging about? All of these questions I get excited about to see what's happening with new bloggers. But I am noticing a pattern here. I am noticing something that these bloggers aren't doing and maybe you're not doing. So I asked the question, what's the one thing you should focus on as a new blogger? Because I'm not seeing this one thing. Instead, I'm seeing this. I'm seeing a blogger that has a YouTube channel and a blog, and they're on TikTok and on Instagram. I see another blogger that's just using YouTube and then putting their YouTube videos on their blog instead. I am seeing a lot of different bloggers that don't blog. They blogged for 6 months ago, and then before that it was 12 months ago, and then before that it was 2 years ago. So I'm seeing a lot of variability. The one thing you should focus on as a new blogger, or any blogger, even if you're not new, someone like me, I need to focus on this year, is building a content library. It's as simple as that. It really is that simple. And it's become easier and easier in 2024 to build that library with ChatGPT. With any kind of AI writing tool. There's so many different tools out there that can help you create content quickly. I've been hearing a lot from SEO people that Google is still favoring AI content. So there is still room for you to create that content. As I've mentioned, my niche website is a mix of ChatGPT content or Jasper content. It's more ChatGPT now, and a ghostwriter. I am slowly lessening the work of the ghostwriter and adding more content for ChatGPT to create that content. But it's not just any content, and it's not just keyworded content. I've created videos for you to show what I'm doing with SEO. So it's not just solely keywords, but there's a mix. So this is how I focus on content for my blogs, and this is how you can focus for your blog. I'm going to actually focus on a contributor blog. Now, this is one way to build a content library, is to actually have contributors on your blog. If you want to open that up, let's say for a year, I want to just open it up to contributors. Now, this is a contributor blog with their own author bio, but their bloggers can just set up a page on their site, and then in your blog post, you can put in your blog post, this was written by guest blogger. So up here, it would just have guest post by such and such. It would still have your name as the blogger. But I've created actual contributor blogs for my 2 sites that I have. If you're interested in doing something like that, I actually have a blog post on Twins Mommy. Let's see if I can find it for you. I wrote it a while back. I haven't updated it, but I'm assuming that it's the same concept. So I talk about Imperfectly Perfect Mama, which is my other contributor site, the 3 types of blogs for a guest blog, and then the 2 WordPress plugins that you need. You do need an author bio plugin, and if you want a related post plugin, but it's not necessary, just an author bio plugin. So then you can have an author bio for each post, and then a Write For Us page that details what you want a writer to have. I also have the writers on that a writing page, and then WordPress role for contributors, and then creating that. So we have a pitch email, and then here in the back end, I go to the profile in WordPress and add new, and then I change this to contributor. And so they're able to get their information here. That's how I sort of set it up. I don't think there's any other thing except having the author bio plugin so they can make their author bio. But that should work for you if you want to open it up to like a guest blog like this, so everyone has their own name, and then you can get lots of content. This blog, like I said, is not keyworded so much. I did focus on keyword for some writers and for my own content, but overall, people want to pitch a post idea. Like, this post idea is probably not searchable on Google, but because this blog has so much content, it's built so much authority, Google might just pin this in something, about thought leadership or about SME or subject matter experts. This post might be in there, not on the first page, but still with those group of content. I'm fine with that. I can still leverage that to create more content and make it more focused. With your content library, I do want you to use SEO to get at least some keywords. There are lots of different SEO tools you can use. I've shared some in this channel. Ahrefs is my preferred method or tool that I use. There is a free SEO keyword generator through Ahrefs that you can use, so you can grab a couple keywords. There's Low Fruits, There is Keyword Surfer. There is a lot of tools that you can use. For this demonstration, I'm just going to show you Ahrefs because that's what I normally use to build up this content library. So in Ahrefs, I go to the Keyword Explorer section right here, and you can get keywords for Google, YouTube, Amazon, Bing, Yahoo, and more. I just stick it to Google. Even if I'm doing YouTube, I still just toggle it to Google. For some reason, it just seems to work since a lot of YouTube videos rank in Google anyways. And for this blog, it's freelancing. I'm just going to put client for now and see what I can get for just client. And I want to look at terms matched right here, see what I can get here. And I'm looking at the keyword difficulty is how hard or difficult it is to rank for this keyword based on other blogs that are ranking for that keyword. And I want something in the green, definitely, and that's relatable to what I am writing about. So Zoom, I'm seeing lots of Zoom. So Zoom client, see about Zoom client. And let's go, instead of that, let's go to questions. Zoom client is an actual thing. What is Zoom client versus Zoom? So Zoom is something that a lot of freelancers use, graphic designers and things like that. So perhaps writing a blog post about Zoom might be worth it for this blog, and finding something that has some suggestions for it, like some volume for it. Okay, nothing with using Zoom, so just Zoom. And this is what I do. Like, this is how to record a Zoom meeting, seems to be popular. So I can tailor that to my blog of like, how do you record a Zoom meeting? And so what I would do is I would copy this keyword. I would take a quick look to see what's ranking already. Even though it says the keyword difficulty is easy, I want to make sure that I'm in good company with the sites here. It's a little bit hard here. It looks like we have that. Let's see about how to record on Zoom. There's a lot of big blogs here. YouTube, I can outrank YouTube, and there's Quora. So this actually might be a good keyword because forums and things, although they're helpful, blogs can squeeze in there. Something like how to record on Zoom and then a Zoom meeting would be good for me. So this is how I would start building my content library. Now that did take a while. There's another method that I use. So let me just go and add this. In WordPress, I just have a list of keywords, how to record on Zoom. I go back to see that it gets 4.4K traffic and it's a keyword density of 2. Under that, I might add some more things. So like with freelancing ideas, I have freelance work ideas as another one. Client gift, I also have best client gifts, creative client gifts ideas, lots of different ones here. All right, so the other method to get just some keywords or ideas is to use other blogs and see what they're ranking for to see if there's a potential. Now, I'm not just stealing competitors' keywords, although everyone does that. I mean, my freelancing blog has been stolen by a lot of my clients and they're using keywords. So they probably looked at my blog and looked at the words that I was ranking for and used those. So everyone does it. It's not like, that's why these tools are here. So I'm just going to search in Google like the best remote work blogs to see what kind of blogs there are for remote blogs. So we work remotely. Let's see if they have a blog. So they have a blog. So this is an actual business. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just type in the root of weworkremotely.com and let's just see what they rank for. So they have a domain profile 78, which is higher than the blog that I am referencing right now, Freelancer FAQs, but they get a boatload of traffic. So let's just see what kind of keywords they rank for. Probably their own brand name is probably, well, in remote work, yeah, their own brand name. But I can just take a look quickly. So legit work from home jobs here. That's interesting. That's a 8. It gets lots of keywords, but it's probably difficult to rank for, and that's fine. I can still look and see if maybe some words might do work. Remote design jobs is kind of interesting. Design graphic designers, all that. I do write about that. It's a possibility. And I just go and take a look. IT remote jobs. Let's see who's talking about that. Okay, that's a little bit, and they're 25 on that. So data annotation jobs. Okay, here's a 21. That could work. I'm going to add that to my list. Data annotation jobs as an idea. And that gets 12,000 and it's a 0 competition. So those are sort of the two methods that I use to find some keywords. Typically, I want to find ones that aren't so competitive, and that could take a little bit of time. But overall, I just plug in like freelancing, client work, remote job, office desk, things like that as keywords, just to get some ideas of some like longer tail keywords, easier keywords that I can sort of base my entire blog post out of. The other method that I can use is Pinterest. And Pinterest, I can just grab keywords that way, and I like using it that way, or just see what's popular on Pinterest that I can tailor my content around that. So just using my Twins Mommy profile, it's tailored towards blogging and stuff, but I can do something like client work schedule. Let's see if there's, nope, but there is work at home schedule. So work at home schedule, daily routines, work at home schedule, time management, work at home mom schedule, work at home cleaning, organization. So I just need a work at home schedule. Okay, so we have a lot here that could do well on Pinterest. How to structure your day when you work from home. So what's the best work at home schedule for a freelancer? I can do something like that. So that could be another idea that I can use. So what's the best work at home schedule for freelancing? Something like that. So freelance work from home is another one. Freelance workspace. Okay, the best services to do from home. And then pictures of the workspace. How to create a workspace that fuels productivity. So workspace is nice. So let's just do workspace decor. Oh, and that's my pin from Twins Mommy. So these are office ideas. I still like the freelance workspace. So freelance workspace is a nice one. So I can do freelance workspace. And then the idea is how to create. So this is a question-based blog. So how can you create a freelance workspace for maximum productivity? Maximum, something like that. It's a little bit long, and do that. Once I have these ideas, then I can go and use ChatGPT to flesh out that idea. Let me show you how I would do that as well. For this blog post, I like freelancing ideas. Freelancing ideas. Now, since this can be about a lot of things, I'm just going to Google it and see what comes with this. What does this mean? Okay, so these are actual different freelancing people, like careers. This outline are different types of freelance ideas a person can start. Okay, let's see if that helps ChatGPT figure out what I want as a blog post idea. So top freelance ideas to kickstart your work from home career. And while it's doing that, I'm just going to create a blog post about this. So I like that. So I'm going to just isolate the main topic there for my URL, my permalink. Let's see what ChatGPT gave me. Okay, so it's going through all that. It's awesome. Brief overview. So the introduction, I'm going to have it write me the introduction while it finishes up here. The wording of ChatGPT is a little bit, like, for me, if I'm going to put my name on it, I have to sort of change a lot of the way it writes. But I do like some of the stuff I see here. I can maybe work with this. I changed a little bit here. As someone who has been freelancing online for many years, I think ChatGPT wrote, as someone who has navigated the freelance world, I would never say that. I've witnessed firsthand the shift towards a more flexible and digital workforce. I'll keep that. But then I added, ever since COVID-19 consumed the world, the idea of remote work and staying home to work not only became the norm, but the thing people were craving. The allure of freelancing isn't just in the freedom to choose where you work, but also the variety of projects and clients you can engage with. I can't put an example, sorry, in the introduction. It needs to sort of get to the point. Let's just see what it says if I don't have it elaborate and just get to the point. Okay, it's still sort of going on a tangent. I can sort of use all of this here because of this. I've seen the freelancing ideas wave swell into a title for reshaping the professional landscape. As a freelancer, I've been part of this exciting transition, moving traditional office settings to embracing freedom. If you're interested, that is a nice introduction that I can put my name to and then just, start my post based on ChatGPT here. Graphic design is the first one. Graphic design. And then what I would do with this is with ChatGPT, I would flesh this out. So I might have it describe graphic design, describe where you can get jobs, describe all that stuff. So I would go and flesh this out. Now, writing a blog post with ChatGPT does take time. It's not the same time as if I went and did this myself. If I went to Google and typed in, what is a graphic designer? What does a graphic designer do? What is a typical work day of a graphic designer? I just have to go and through those blog posts, look at the content, and then write a couple of words from that. That process of looking at all the content is what ChatGPT helps streamline and makes it faster. But at the same time, I am now going back and reiterating. So there is a trade-off. Overall, I can write a good ChatGPT article that's less than 2,000 words in about a half an hour. So typically that might take me 45 minutes to an hour. So I am saving some time, but it's not a lot of time. If you don't care about the quality, if you like what ChatGPT gives you or your SEO writing tool gives you, which a lot of content creators that are trying to rank in Google, get the money, the affiliate marketing, all of that stuff to scale their blog, they will just use what's there unedited and then just slap it on as a blog post. That you can do, but I suggest, to build your reputation as a blogger, you do want to add some firsthand experience in there. You do want to reduce the fluff and the same type of wordage that ChatGPT uses that not everyone in the world uses, that's not as conversational, right? So things like that. I do have a video of some ChatGPT secrets that do work to help tailor that type of writing. So make sure to check out that video after this one as well. Building that content library. So I could allocate a day to sourcing those keywords, and then the next day writing the outlines and 3 blog posts, and I can publish them all that day if I wanted to. I've done that at Sponge Hacks. I've published 2 blog posts in a day. That's fine, but I can space them out as well, and then go and do the same process. Get those keywords the next day, outline and write 2 or 3 blog posts and do that. And over time, you can build that content library with the help of ChatGPT, with the help of Pinterest and SEO, keywords and things like that to build that content library. Now, are you going to get traffic right away? No, you need to promote that content for sure. I mean, you focus on building that content library, and then once you have a good amount of content, like 10 to 20 posts, then of course you have to also do the marketing. Get a pin, share it on Pinterest, go on Twitter or X, share that on that platform, go to Instagram, in your stories, say that you have a new blog post. Do these things to promote your blog post so that all this content that you're creating, this content library you're creating, is for nothing. You do need to get some eyes there. So either on Facebook or Twitter or wherever you're going to be going to create this content. All right. So hopefully that helped you figure out what you really need to focus on. Yes, it's that content library, but don't forget that promotion aspect. That is part of it, but don't rely on it too much. And until you have a good solid base, then you can really work on the promotional aspect. So that's the next thing to focus on. All right. So hopefully that helped you. Let me know in the comments below if you like this idea, and subscribe for this channel for more videos just like this, and I'll see you in the next video.